Hey guys, it's Hat Guy with the Picks here. It's Monday afternoon. Yesterday, with the Kansas City Chiefs cover, our channel went to 10-2. And check this one out. In the NFL, we are undefeated, 8-0. Anyone that's in the sports book world knows the hardest games to handicap and pick winners is the NFL, period. Period. 8-0 we are. Yeah, it's true. It's true. And tonight we're going to go to 9-0. I appreciate your guys' support that you've been showing. I just ask that you continue to show it by liking, leaving a comment. I'd love to hear from you guys. Let me know. Let me know if you won money with me yesterday. Just a simple yes or no. Because you guys are the real reason I do this. So, Monday night, once again, this is where the guy that's gambling all weekend is trying to get his money back on Monday night. And fortunate for us, once again, and I lied in my video yesterday. I said I was 1-2 in college football. That was a complete lie. I forgot I gave you guys a special on Friday night with Iowa. So we're still at 50% in college football at 2-2. So if we won Thursday's game, we won Friday's game, we lost Saturday's game, and we won Sunday's game. So for this weekend coming up, we were 3 out of 4 going into Monday night. We're playing with house money, guys. House money. What you have in your pocket is dictated by how much you wanted to win this weekend. And we're going to come back again tonight. We're going to get some more money. Tonight we got the Las Vegas Raiders traveling to the Los Angeles Chargers. Now the line opened up at Chargers -3. Right now it's still sitting at -3. The money line opened up at the Chargers -180, and right now it sits at -170. Meaning if you put up $170 on the Chargers and they win the game straight out, no line, for that 170 you would get back 270. Now the Raiders opened up at +155, and right now they sit at +145. The same thing applies. If you put 145 on the Raiders and they win the game straight out, you get back 245. The total opened up at 52.5. Since it opened, it has dropped 1 point. Right now, it sits at 51.5. Now, the Raiders, they have been excellent so far this year. They are 3-0. And just by the record, they're looking like they're all that. And by looking at the schedule, they've beaten quality teams. This is like the old saying, it's pretty from far, but it's far from pretty. Think about that. Now, their week 1 win over the Ravens looked like a huge win, and it was a legit win. But when we dig a little bit deeper, Baltimore, they're a flawed team. They had to make a 876-yard field goal against the Lonely Lions to beat Detroit. Come on, man. The win over the Steelers looked like a big win at the time. Hell, to be honest with you, the Steelers, they may be behind the Lions in my order. The next game for the Steelers, they got absolutely dominated without one of their star receivers, T. Higgins, by the Bungles. And last week, overtime win over a Dolphins team that was wounded like an animal. We seen Jacoby Brissett walk up and down the field on the Raiders. They're 3-0. The Raiders are 3-0. Pretty from far, But when I look at it, it's far from pretty. So I guess the major question I ask myself is the Raiders defense terrible, or just not good, or just not good, or just terrible? Because those are my only options whenever I look at the Raiders defense. It's bad and worse. The bad news for the Raiders is the Los Angeles Chargers. They can score whenever they want, and that's been inevitable with every game that we've seen with the Chargers this year. Their record is 2-1. They do have a blemish on their record. In week 1, they put up 20 on Washington, and that score should have been a lot higher if you watched the game. Against Dallas, they had penalty after penalty after penalty after penalty. As I'm sitting here thinking about it, they had I know at least 2 touchdowns that were called back due to penalties on the offense. Last week they put up 30 on Kansas City and was able to stop the Chiefs more times than they got stopped for the win. And that was in Kansas City Stadium. And it was a hell of a win. Herbert was 26 for 38 for 281 and 4 touchdowns. Excellent. Eckler had 11 carries on the ground for 55 yards, and he also had 6 catches for 52 yards and a touchdown. To be honest with you, Eckler, he's almost impossible to stop because how good their passing game is. And he's involved in the passing game just as much as Keenan Allen or Mike Williams. Mike Williams is starting to, not even starting, 2 weeks ago, he's that star that we thought he would be coming out of Clemson a few years back. And this past game, he had 7 catches for 122 yards and 2 touchdowns. And the week before, he had 7 catches for 91 yards and a touchdown. That's a huge body at wide receiver that's almost impossible to stop when healthy. And the bad part for the rest of the league, he's healthy. Keenan Allen had 8 grabs for 50 yards and a touchdown. Mr. Consistent. The defensive side, they had 2 sacks, 2 interceptions, and 2 forced fumbles. That is an excellent day in the office for a defense, especially when you're dealing with Kansas City's offense. Kudos. Aloe Grape Hide vape. If you vapes, try it. And after you try it, you can thank me whenever you do try it. The Raiders, last game they played the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were plus 3.5 on the road. And the Dolphins got beat 31-28 in overtime for the Dolphins to get the cover. Carr was 26 for 43 for 386 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. What can I say about that? I guess I could critique the interception a little bit, but no. Peyton Barber, which they had to bring up from the practice squad, he carried the ball 23 times for 111 yards and a touchdown because Josh Jacobs was out. He also had 3 catches for 31 yards. Brent Edwards had 3 grabs for 89 yards. Ruggs had 4 for 78. Renfro had 5 for 77. Waller had 5 for 54. Derek Carr spread the ball around the field as well as he could. The defense had 2 sacks and 1 forced fumble against a wounded animal in the Dolphins. So what I see is a Raider team that is 1-5 against the spread in their last 5 games. And remember, the Raiders are 3-0. So with the 1-5 in their last 5, that sounds like a whole hell of a lot of luck was on their side. And they're dealing with a Charger team that is 6-1 in their last 7 games overall. One thing for sure, this will be a fun game to watch. I see the Chargers taking control sometime in the third quarter with a tired Raider defense that's been trying to stop all the weapons the Chargers have and they're gonna eventually get gassed out. The Chargers will give the Raiders their first loss of the season. The pick today is take the Chargers -3. The Chargers -3. And after tonight's Monday night game, this channel will go to 9-0 in the NFL. Think about that. 9-0 in the NFL. What? Who? What? How? Come on. Listen, guys, I ask that you guys please like, comment, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you get notified every time I drop the video. Listen, we're hot as can be right now. We're a forest fire that's never going out. I mean, we're that hot right now. Please get on the train. Please show the support. I ask that you share this video on all platforms that you're on. Thank you, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Now let's get back to getting this cash.